It's pretty good.
Thank you, man. You just saying that?
Yeah. No, I thought Alicia was going to do something more professional there.
He refuses. He said he liked my voice so much that he wants me to do this.
I'll do a translation. Not interested. Just he can't be bothered.
Kind of suspected that, right?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Conversations with Cornelius. I'm a comedian. This podcast is about my life, my wife, my likes and dislikes, hurling, football, movies, sex, drugs and rock and roll without the sex, drugs and rock and roll. There are going to be special guests and always regular contributors, but mostly it's going to be me and my main squeeze, the wife. So sit back, relax and enjoy Conversations with Cornelius.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. I'm your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan, and I'm in the Fearless Digital Network studios here in Cork City at an undisclosed location. I'm not allowed to say where it is. If I let it go, I could be cut from the podcast, which would be
Be good for them though.
Yeah, and good for me as well. Free up a bit of time, you know.
Do you want to say it?
Yeah. We are in Cork City. No, I kind of need this podcast to work as well, like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm giving up my Tuesdays, like, you know, no, I'm actually not doing anything on
We'll see how the ratings are and then we might divulge the info.
Yeah, well, we could kind of inflate the ratings, like, you know, say, there was 15 people listening last week.
I can listen to it twice.
Yeah. Does that work if you listen to it twice? Do you get 2 hits?
I don't know, ask the lads. No.
It doesn't work?
It works on an average to achieve stuff, like, for example, if you want to start to monetize on Spotify or stuff like that.
Yeah.
It won't work in terms of like numbers that are counted.
Oh, I've wasted so many hours of my life.
refresh.
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Cornelius here. What's been going on? Last week, I was super busy last week. I did a work in progress show down in Court McSherry, and it went well. Getting really close now to going on tour, getting really, really close. And
When is the tour?
the 31st of October.
Same help for you out here.
Oh, thank you, man.
Where's the venue?
Clears in Kilkenny.
Very good.
And I got a ticket count today, and half the tickets are gone.
That's brilliant.
Which is great. With about 6 weeks to go. So
Shocked.
You're shocked?
I am, yeah.
Me too, man. I was going to say, is there something wrong with your... Do you want to just double check? Refresh that there. But I was like, no, I'll just take the good vibes until he comes back tomorrow and says, well, Con, just to let you know.
There was a mix-up.
It's actually 9.
That's a nice venue too, isn't it?
That's a lovely venue, yeah. I did it with my last tour, which is up here, A Bird in the Hand. And I got, it holds 70 people. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It's not the Cork Opera House.
Yeah, but we say it's nice and intimate.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's like, I was talking to him today. I was like, I'm really delighted to be opening my tour in your venue.
Let's put it this way. I tried to call him, but he wouldn't answer my calls.
Yeah.
So,
well,
you know, you're doing better than me.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get a foot in the door.
Well, and you're not opening for me in this one either. So there's no like...
that's a double blow, really.
Yeah, Dan and Dave are opening for me in that one. But yeah, but you could totally do a show down there.
Yeah.
Like, give you his number?
You're not interested.
Yeah, okay. We'll move on. But anyway, I did my whip in Court McSherry and it went okay. Went better than okay. Went good. Went well. People thought it was great. But I wasn't very... Do you know, you wouldn't... I was like, yeah, it was...
Well, you did a
8 out of 10.
You did a gig with us. You did a gig with us in the yoga festival. I thought you were outstanding, to be fair. And you know, I'd be the first to bring you down.
Yeah,
so,
you would be.
I thought that was...
You're actually quite critical about me in general.
I thought it was really good. As a challenge match goes, I thought you were pretty impressive.
Thanks, man. That was actually my next part of... And you've just kind of cut...
I've cut the line, have I?
I've cut my grass there now. Again, like, it's not
okay,
the first time.
let's hear about Court McSherry.
Yeah, well, no, I've moved on from that now. And then I was going to say... And then the next day I did the yoga festival in where was that?
That was in Springfield Castle.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that yoga festival and Springfield Castle.
I don't know anything about the castle.
Okay. I fucking brought you on because I thought you had stuff to say. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know anything at all about the castle?
No, nothing. No, I have no idea. Not a clue.
Would you recommend it?
No, it's funny. A person was asking me, all right, did I know at the festival I was wearing the little bib to signify that I was a helper. She was telling me about the history of the castle. I said I could take out Google. I could Google it for you. But
I think it would kind of signify that you're just like just tread carefully. This fella's a bit of a dope. This fella's a dope fest.
Yeah, she began to kind of decrease her cadence.
God bless kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. They gave him a little thing, look.
Yeah,
a singlet.
Yeah, no, in fairness, I had a little sign that was pointing in the direction of where they should go. But yeah, that was
pointing it the right way?
At times.
Yeah.
At times, yeah.
Yeah, but lovely castle though.
No,
to be
it's a
fair.
very nice castle, yeah.
I mean, and you were staying there and everything, like
Yeah, no,
4-poster beds, the whole lot.
Yeah, in fairness, you came in with your video camera and my wife's underwear was on the ground and you videoed the whole thing. So she was delighted about that and you threw it online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was delighted about it.
Well, she was.
Man, if you want me to come in and do some home videos, just let me know. I thought she'd be outraged at that. She was delighted with it.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant,
She
man.
called you out and you said it was art.
Yeah, art.
Yeah.
And it just moves through me, I said. Do you know, it's not my fault. Like, it's just like,
So,
I was
our own-
compelled to, those G-strings, I was compelled to record them, you know.
Yeah, so she gave me a good warning.
That's, so you were being facetious there, so you were like
Nah, she was happy.
She was thrilled.
Yeah, she was very happy. Yeah.
100,000 views on TikTok, like.
No,
that's what the video got, like.
Of my wife's underwear, yeah, that was very
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Do you
very
think it
impressive.
was for the art or because of knickers?
Well, I think it was what art is knickers. Knickers is art, some might say.
What is art? You know?
You know, and what are
seriously, what
knickers,
is it?
Barry? I don't know. Really, what-
I used to think it was colouring in. Years ago, I was like, art, he's an artist. You're just colouring in. For years, like when you were a kid, like that's what art was.
And what do you think
In
of
between the lines.
Banksy's new drawing? Did he get in a bit of trouble? Did he not?
Where did he do it? Outside some
Was it some Parliament building, lads, or some sort of government building of some sort?
the courthouse?
Yeah, you can't really do that.
But he did.
Yeah, I suppose he did.
What was the picture again?
I don't know. Was it something against the government or against some sort? I think some protesters being silenced of some sort.
Well, that's what's happening in England. That's happening fucking all over the fucking world at the moment. Like left wing, like we'll say Free Palestine, the Palestine movement. They're like in America or in England now, there's a Palestine group that is, if you hold up a placard, you're going to be arrested for supporting them.
I actually seen a Palestinian runner running today in 400 metres.
How'd he get on?
Last. He was pretty bad now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, he's wrecked. You know what I mean? But anyways, like even Ukrainian footballers as well. There's a fella that plays for Everton, Mikalenko. I'm like, how the fuck is he playing football? Like, do you know what I mean?
Is he living still in Kiev?
No, he's obviously fucking living in Liverpool. now,
That'll
like,
do
you
it
know
so.
what I mean? Yeah.
He's
He wouldn't be again like he would
probably
probably
living
be,
in a mansion.
Yeah, probably fucking doing all right for himself. I suppose that's how he's doing it.
That's how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking fair play to Mikalenko. But the Palestinian fella came last, did he?
He did, yeah. No, it still a decent time. I mean, he still hit 52 seconds in 400 metres. That's pretty decent.
What did the winner get?
Well, about 43, 44
So he's
seconds.
about 10 seconds behind him.
Yeah, I know it was bad. I was trying to build him up, but
Yeah,
it was pretty poor.
Pretty shit.
Yeah, it was pretty poor.
You love the old athletics.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to lads. The
producers here, yeah.
Yeah, there was silence.
Artists.
They're too
artists.
arty. Yeah, they're kind of artists, right? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've nothing to say but sport.
Yeah,
and then,
they're not going to get any.
Yeah. Then I pretended to be texting my phone. I had nobody to text. There's no contacts
So
on my
you were
phone.
just texting yourself.
There was nothing happening.
Yeah, nothing happening at all.
If they could see, there was a screensaver.
They can hear you saying this now as well, which is good, you know?
Yeah, but they don't understand.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So one of them was Italian and the other fellow is a Cork lad.
Yeah. And what about this fellow over here? You're just going to ignore him, is it?
He's another Peter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can relate.
Okay, just through your Christian name.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? That's how.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just
know
give it
any
a nod.
Cornelius is actually. I know a few. Well, I suppose abbreviations of Cornelius that could work. Like
Honey.
Pete. Would you like to instinctively know Pete's?
No, I'd be Peter.
Yeah, just Peter.
Yeah, it'd be just Peter, yeah. Or Pedro.
Or Pedro.
Yeah.
Padre Pio, interesting character. Stigmatas. Do you think they were true?
Did he have stigmatas?
Yeah, that's what he was famous for, having the stigmatas.
Go away.
Yeah, genuinely. I tried to watch a movie about him the other day. Shia LaBeouf was
playing Pedro
playing
Pio.
Padre Pio, I swear to God. I fucking fell asleep though.
Where is he from, Pedro Pio? Is he French lad or?
Shia LaBeouf's American anyway.
Yeah.
And Padre Pio is Italian, I think.
Is he?
South Italian, yeah?
My parents are from like an hour away from the town where he has this like massive temple dedicated to him, and it's made of gold. Like.
That's crazy, yeah.
I'm actually I've gone down a rabbit hole of Padre Pio on my TikToks at the moment. He's fast, and the thing is, he was around recently. Like, he's not dead that long. Like, do you know what I mean? He's like a proper saint, and he only died in the 50s or 60s or something like that. Yeah. So yeah.
Whereabouts is that? Which part?
Shia LaBeouf is alive.
Puglia, it's like it's the heel of the boot.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Is that where you're from, Alessio?
My parents. Yeah.
Your parents, yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so that was my week. Do you know what I mean? That was my week.
I love that Padre Pio got a mention in your
Padre
week.
Pio, the Athletics came in, and Peter and the lads.
This
yeah.
Italian lad knows everything.
Yeah, he's brave.
He should be here. We should be
We'll
up
swap
there.
you in for him.
I
Will
probably
I do
could
the
tell you.
sound and you do this?
I'm terrible at sound though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, just turn it up and turn it down, isn't it?
That's all he does, really, isn't it?
You know, that's...
Yeah.
I mean,
He get
they-
into the art of it,
Yeah.
but sure, look, it's just, yeah.
A little bit louder there.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage today's guest, regular contributor, long-time friend, reasonably above average human being,
Thank you.
the mind guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Lovely jersey. You always have a different jersey when you come on.
Yeah, this is the
Tell
Mexican
us-
jersey, yeah.
Is that the national team?
This is the international team, yes. Yeah. I got it from a lad on the side of the road.
How much?
Probably equivalent of like 10, 12 euro. They call him Blondie, the lad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very brown.
Okay.
I don't get it.
It's an ironic name, is it?
No, they said he was blonde when he was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And 12 quid. Do you think he's paying tax on that now?
He's definitely not paying tax.
Did you pay him in cash?
Cash in hand. But I didn't.
No
I don't.
receipt.
I haven't paid for anything in years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're-
So my wife's mother paid him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she got to pay all your bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's handy.
When people go on about prices of things, I just pretend it's
on to
outrageous.
Claudia's ma'am.
It's outrageous prices, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't a clue.
I'm not.
You're just like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, or the price
How
of
much is a bottle? How much is a pint of? How much is 2 litres of milk now?
like
Give a guess.
€3.
I'd say that's not a bad guess.
$3.70.
Oh, I was going to say 280.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, a bigger thing.
370, is it? 370.
$3.70.
Jesus, that's outrageous.
Yeah,
That's
what I-
outrageous.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I remember buying milk back in the 90s, but you get it for 265.
Do you remember getting the small milks in school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get the small little
I
banana
could never
flavour.
open up the things, though. I was always...
My parents wouldn't pay for them. So
Yeah.
myself and my twin brother, we were the only ones that didn't have milk.
I got them in school in Mallow. You didn't have to pay for them if you were poor enough. And
Oh, that's worse than us.
yeah, we got them. I got them. Banana milk though, every day, like banana. I just
Banana
could
milk
never
was
drink
lovely.
banana milk anymore. It's too sweet or something.
No, I liked banana, yeah. They were the good old days, actually, yeah.
They were
The
great
primary
old
school
days.
yeah.
What days were they again? Mondays to Fridays.
Mondays to Fridays, 9 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking glorious days now.
Good old days.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Free milks for some.
Yeah, and a sticky bun.
You got a bun
I
as
got
well?
a sticky bun on a Friday. Myself and I was sitting beside a traveller, and we both got a sticky bun.
Do we still call them travellers?
What would you? Indigenous Irish person, maybe.
I don't know, I'm asking a question.
I think it's
don't know.
travellers, isn't
Yeah.
it? Is it a travelling community? I don't know. I'm not
I
trying
was just going by reaction there. The lad over said, "Oh Jesus!" So
Okay, well, there's no shade anyway. Like Indigenous Irish people. I was sitting beside a lovely fella, and oh my God, his name was Connie as well.
there you go.
Yeah, Jesus, I just thought of that.
Two
yeah,
Connies.
fucking hell.
What was his surname?
Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still a man. I've met him from time to time. I've got petrol and I've seen him and we salute each other.
Very good.
A nice fella. But he and I used to get the milk and we'd have the sticky bun on the Friday. And fucking everyone was jealous. It was great. But it was in Mallow. But then when I came out to Ballyclaw, all that fucking privilege went out the window. Like,
Yeah, you have
know
to
what I mean?
you have to pay for the milk
Yeah,
to Ballyclaw,
yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah.
I think my fucking old man was fucking doing well then as well at that stage as well.
And how did you feel going from like a primary school in Mallow, the metropolis that is Mallow, to the rural Ballyclaw? How was that?
It was grand.
Thanks for thanks for going to fucking.
Well, it was grand, I suppose. It was good. Yeah, it was good. It definitely helped me anyway because, like, I moved around a lot when I was a kid. I was like fucking in about 5 or 6 different towns before I was like 10.
Yeah.
And then when I came to Ballyclaw, I was 10 and I stayed back in 4th class. And I remember thinking to myself, this is going to be great. I'm going to know all the stuff, But I knew fucking nothing when I went back.
So you were dyslexic, weren't you?
Well, thank you for diagnosing me with dyslexia there, but it's ADHD. But I think I might have a touch of dyslexic
Yeah.
as well. Dyslexia.
Same. Tomato,
they're all the
tomato.
same.
Yeah, they're all, lump them all in together.
Throw them all in there and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
swirl
yeah.
them around and drink them down with some banana milk.
That's what you had.
Yeah. Well, not in Ballyclaw. No. Should have stayed in Mallow. I don't think I was actually entitled as well to the banana milk. I think they just gave it to me because I was beside Connie
Yeah.
as well,
They just assumed.
They just looked at me and they said, you're an indigenous... Well, I was travelling around a lot at the time as well. As I said. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I caught that
So,
right. I was
yeah.
going to say something, but
Middleton, Carrick-2,
Yeah.
Mallow, Ballyclaw.
yeah,
The list goes on.
just like yourself and your
well,
buddy. Connie.
stops there at Ballyclaw, but that's the list. Boarding school for my...
It was a wild upbringing.
It's great to have you on the show anyway.
Yeah, thanks
How
very
are you
much, yeah.
keeping?
Yeah, sure, grand. I can't complain. Yeah, you didn't have me on last week, and I could hear the last week episode was apparently very good.
Way better than the week before.
I got that. From Alicio. He didn't really praise the previous episode at all.
Yeah, no, because it wasn't good.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It probably won't make the cut.
No, it'll make the cut all right, because what it'll do is it'll really showcase the good episodes, You know what I mean? Like,
I do. I actually do.
I need to go, oh yeah, that's kind of a bit of a filler one there, but look at this one. Wow. Oh
But
my
they'll
God.
edit this in a way where it'll be some,
Kind of noise.
yeah.
Kind of background noise.
Yeah, so they put it on as you're going to sleep, really.
Oh,
It's one of those podcasts.
I wouldn't recommend it.
That's another thing. Do many people, like, do you try on a podcast, like, as kind of a sleeping aid?
No. You do though, don't you?
I do, yeah. I find it's very,
Yeah.
it does, I nod off from them.
I listen to white noise.
And that's your thing, that's your sleeping aid.
But I've been trying not to listen to anything. I've actually been, would you believe, in the last couple of weeks praying. I swear to God.
To whom?
I've been praying to God up there.
Really?
Yeah, take off the old hat. God, how are you getting on?
Very good.
Praying. And
How do you start? Do you, like, is
I
it
do
this-
it. What I do is I have a think, right, about what I want to pray for. And for example, now I prayed for us to win all last week.
Very good, very good.
I prayed for us to win, and I prayed for everyone to come out of it unscathed.
And we
So
got a
he-
fella with a broken thumb.
So he wasn't like, I'm only back praying. So he was like, I'll give you the win. You're not getting Tom Shane's thumb. That Tom.
Poor Tom.
That could have been his leg.
Yeah,
I could have upgraded it to a thumb. So I appreciate that, God. I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much.
You saved his leg, you're a hero, really.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I'm awake for a lot longer. So I think it'll
It
go
sounds
back to-
exhausting, to be
It's
honest.
tiring, but not in a way that puts you off to a gentle slumber.
Yeah, there's a lot of mental gymnastics.
There's
so,
a lot of,
yeah.
and you have to remember, and then you're bowing the head for Jesus as well. Like,
And how do you start? Like, when does Jesus kick in and listen? Like, what's the
I'm
process?
assuming how the prayer starts, right, is you do the old name for son.
And he just checks in
I'm
immediately.
actually being serious here now as well, right?
Yeah.
So the minute you do that, it's like ringing the doorbell, and Jesus is like, Connie's at the door there, God, big G. And he's like, all right, come on, Mary, get over here. And they're standing at the door. I'm outside the door, and I'm like, we need to beat Elsie Gales.
But
Here's a decade of the rosary, dedicate that, and I'm giving up. And then you have to kind of, so I've been watching, I was saying to the lad, we're talking about Padre Pio there as well, like, I'm looking into Catholicism because the way it was taught to us in school, I didn't enjoy it, right? But I feel, even though I'm agnostic, I'm not atheist, I've always felt spiritual. So I'm like, okay, if I'm agnostic, I'm spiritual. So obviously I believe in something. So this is what I was half taught. I've christened and I've confirmation and communion. So I am like, I'm a card carrying Catholic, like. So I'm like, I may as well find out what it is. So, and the big thing is prayer. Prayer is supposed to be a powerful thing. It's very affirmation based as well, which I love. You know, I'm into my affirmations. I'll do my prayers. I'll talk to my guardian angels, and then I'll shoot in my affirmations at the end of it. And they'll be like,
And that helps you?
well, about 3 or 4 hours later, I'm out. The alarm goes off then.
What's the story then? Like, so you're praying for a football match. There's another lad praying for cancer.
I suppose,
probably
yeah.
against cancer.
I think everyone prays for different things. You can pray, and like I've done like last week was football. No, the week before that, then it was Hunter. You know, and
Yeah.
then the week before that it was Harvey, and then the week before that then it was something else I can't remember. Like about 4 or 5 weeks I've been doing it, and I'm just trying to do it because it's like a little thing that I'm trying to experiment with because I've always been. Are you spiritual?
You're nah.
No,
Not really.
at all. So what happens when you die?
Maybe so. I don't know. I think maybe I'm not sure.
Well,
Yeah.
I fucking not
I'm
sure either. Like
I don't know.
I'm taking the fucking bet on the big G, man.
Yeah,
You know?
I think there must be something. I hope there's something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is it, and that's fine too. I'm kind of happy enough. I think
You're happy with just this?
No, this is quite good.
It's all right,
I mean,
though.
this is fine.
Well, this is okay.
Yeah, this is fine.
This here, now we're talking specifically this podcast, but like life in general is,
I think it's pretty good. I think if this is your one shot to, you know.
well, we failed miserably. Like. We're both in our 40s, we've achieved fuck all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
We're going to
suppose-
be doing a podcast about a Junior B fucking 2 football match here.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
so.
very excited. And I also say once again, thanks to the big G for getting us across the line on that.
But it's little
you know?
wins though, isn't it? I'm sure there's some fella there in Brazil that's working 3 jobs, 2 hours sleep, and he's happy with his
He
existence.
needs to get on the prayers.
He needs to
Get
pray
down
more.
to, just make more money from the one job.
But they're happy what they have.
Are they?
I don't know.
Would you be happy?
It's what
working?
people say though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe they're not happy
Look at
at
him,
all.
he's over there, he's happy out, he's working 23 of the 24 hours, a big smile in his face.
Yeah, he's one
That could
hand-
be just anxiety going.
That could be grimace
You
actually.
know, from a distance, it looks like he's having a laugh up front. He's ready to fucking,
Yeah, to give it all up.
you know. Anyway, that moves on lovely to trending topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. Hashtag Ireland's first Taco Bell.
Yeah, no, I said it to my missus. Now, my missus is Mexican. She enjoys Mexican food. Mm-hmm. They try to actually bring Taco Bell. I think I looked it up before, and there's 8,500 Taco Bells in the States. So what they try and do, they try and introduce Taco Bell, which is, I don't know, it's like the equivalent of, it's like fast food really.
It's
got
the McDonald's of tacos.
It's an American version of Mexican food, or version of it, yeah. So they tried to bring it into Mexico. So originally they tried to bring it back in '93, I think, in Mexico City, failed awfully.
Yeah.
The Mexicans revolted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they burned down the
But wouldn't that be like kind of bringing bacon and cabbage into Mallow? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be like, you need to take it out of the epicenter. Like,
yeah, because like in Mexico, like, I mean, they do a good taco in Mexico. They weren't never going to compete. Like,
exactly.
You know,
there used to be. So I've been in Taco Bell when I was living in the States, when I was working with my uncle. Shout out to Uncle Mike.
How is he?
Free Palestine. He's.
Wait, is he not Palestine?
Oh, he's Israeli fella. Yeah.
Jesus
Uncle
Christ.
Mike, yeah, we must get him on. We're going to get him on. We're going to with this new studio, we're able to make calls. So we're going to get a call with Uncle Mike.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's truly amazing.
That's going to be sick, so we'll get him to talk about that. But at
Very
the
good.
moment, it's a bit contentious what's gone on this week. And
Would he bring controversy to the podcast, you think?
I hope.
Would it be a bit much? Or?
I hope. Well, he'll bring his truth.
Yeah.
Which is lies.
Which is a complete nonsense.
You know? But it's his truth. And like, our truth is lies to him. So, you know.
But
like,
obviously our truth is actually, it's the genuine truth.
It's-
Like.
yeah.
What's his name, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
So Mike
Uncle
is
Mike.
A bit delusional.
Well, I love him.
Yeah.
He's my uncle.
Yeah.
He's got a different point of view. And I respect that he's got a different point of view, but not his point of view.
Yeah. It's
You know
wrong,
what I
but
mean?
you respect it.
In my opinion, it's
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah. But like, where the radical left, then they're just blaming the radical left. Listen, trending topics. Number 2 is Charlie Kirk. We may as well go on to it.
Charlie Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Passed away.
Yeah.
Got assassinated.
You disagree with a person, but you wouldn't shoot him in the nick. You know, I think that's a bit extreme.
It is extreme.
You know, so I think I felt bad. His wife is in the crowd.
Yeah.
With his 2 little kids.
Were they in the crowd as well?
Apparently so.
Okay.
I could be hyping up the story.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
I think they were. My wife
You're
said
a
they
good
were.
hype man.
I'm a good hype man. But I think they were, and like I seen I don't know. Did you actually see the intrigue? The bullet?
Honestly, it didn't do me any good. I watched I would have been. I would have raged watched his content.
Really?
Yeah, I would really not agree with much of what he had to say now, to be honest. I felt he was racist. I felt he was
Racist in what way?
Well, he thought black people were inferior to white people.
He said that.
He has said that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
And that's actually a fact, you know.
Can we fact check that?
Yeah, please fact check that. But that is, he has said that he is racist, misogynistic. I felt that he was some were saying now that he was turning. He was just about to turning, and that's why he was assassinated.
Yeah.
He was, he was pro-Trump, pro-right wing, pro all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was very conservative.
Yeah, very conservative.
Yeah.
But all that being said, I'd watch him because he was excellent at debating his point of view.
Yeah.
Even though there were some people that would catch him, but he'd catch people as well.
Well, I love the fact, he used to say, like, he never went to college. So he
Yeah.
used to go to the biggest colleges in the States and into the UK actually as well.
Yeah.
And he used to challenge, he was a brilliant debater.
Yeah, brilliant debater. He used to annoy me the way it'd be like someone would ask him a question. Why are transgender people not allowed to live? Because they're not.
Mic drop.
And then like fucking 20,000 people go, you know? And like now he'd go into it a bit deeper, but that he'd give these kind of clickbaity fucking, because I said so.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. Little soundbite
exactly.
for the little clips.
But I used to, I'd
Yeah.
end up watching a half an hour of that shit, but because I'd be so, I fucking,
Now, to be fair, I've seen little snippets of him. I didn't realise he was, if that's true. If
super racist.
like, if
I'm
he
not
was-
making that up. Did you check that, lads?
So the lads around there, I just can't imagine.
He has said that about multiple black people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Genuinely, I mean, I'm not just saying that. Like he's like that's out there for all to see.
That's crazy. So I'm surprised he still had a platform if he was that racist. That's crazy.
It's the way he'd frame it. He'd frame it in a way that he could defend the way he was framing it. You know, so look at it. But look, at the end of the day, fucking free speech. We've got free speech here. Now we're disagreeing with what I'm disagreeing with what he says. You're a big fan of the far right yourself, so you're agreeing with him. You know, but you know what I mean. But the healthy talking, healthy debate.
But I think a lot of problems occur when people bottle things down and they don't express themselves, and then and then they do become enraged. Because they feel like they have no platform to actually share their genuine opinion, or they've been silenced or whatever. So I think dialogue is very good, and I think it can actually, I suppose, decrease a lot of problems that we do have.
Yeah.
So you should be open to talk.
Did you see the kill shot?
Yeah, it was a cracking shot. In fairness, it was a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I wasn't right after it, man.
No, oh no, we're sympathetic. Yeah, no, it was terrible. It was it was very poor. Yeah,
It was very accurate, though.
It was-
but he had had a scope. Like, what's going on here now?
Oh, okay. I love this. These lads are on the ball. So
Let's have the proof.
okay, so
Let's have the proof.
This is fact checked real time.
All right.
Okay, love it. Fair play, lads.
So I just have to take off.
Usually we just say fact check and we never follow up on it. So this is
Did you
extraordinary.
WhatsApp it to me, lads? Oh, here we go.
Okay, let's have a look.
Okay, what Charlie Kirk has said. Here are some of the quotes or paraphrases of things Kirk has said, which critics argue imply a view of black people as less competent or deserving. So this is one of the quotes. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Oh, he's on about that positive.
This
fucking-
suggests he suspects black pilots might be unqualified, which plays into a stereotype. Okay, so that's one thing he said, right? Then another thing he said, he has questioned whether some black people are in jobs due to affirmative action rather than merit.
Yeah. I did
So-
answer that. Yeah.
He has said prominent black women, Joy Reid, Michelle Obama, Sheila Jackson, Lee Ketanji, probably pronouncing that wrong, Ketanji Brown Jackson. So this is what he said here. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go and steal a white person's slot to be taken somewhat seriously.
Yeah, that's pretty damning. That's pretty damning. Yeah,
There's
that's
none of them
mad.
here now. We may as well read the last one just to get rid of it. Can I get into it? He also used phrases like prowling blacks go around for fun to target white people.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So
That'll
look, still don't want him to be assassinated in the neck with a very accurate shot. But like fuck his opinions,
Yeah, that's
you know?
I'm just surprised they were so fucking
You're surprised what?
that he was.
That's the way the fucking
mad.
far right are, man. That's the
Yeah.
way the far right are in America now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's mad.
When we get Uncle Mike on, he'll fucking put you straight, you know? He'll put you
Why?
straight.
What's Mike like? Is he?
He's pro-Trump.
Yeah.
He 100% believes
So
that.
would he agree with that now? That there's just because of a person's skin color, he thinks.
I don't think he's racist. No,
Yeah.
I don't think he's racist. But he will defend. And I'm not sure actually what his thoughts on Charlie Kirk are.
Like,
But
is that a thing? Is like quotations and all this sort? I mean, need to be a certain amount, a minority in a certain job. Is that a thing? Like, is that a fact? How does it? I don't know enough.
I don't know is it a fact, but I do think that there are in large corporations. Is it? Yeah.
So, maybe people may be employed just because they need to
Fill a quote.
fill a quote. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
And so it wouldn't be necessary due to their qualification.
If I can give like a zoom to the topic itself,
Yeah.
it's not really like these huge corporations. We're talking about positions that are like high education positions. So any way to get in, you must have done your college.
Exactly.
To get in, you must have done your master's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that.
They're not just picking up some lady on the street because she's coloured.
So
Do you want this high fucking powered job?
Yeah.
And everyone there are qualified. And he's suggesting that she's there.
So that makes his point null and void. So
Absolutely.
if they hold equal qualifications.
It's heavily believed that having like a multicultural environment usually, like if people thrive into those places, they're mostly smarter.
Yeah.
Like it's a scientific thing.
Yeah.
So like if you're fine with everybody else,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're smart.
Yeah.
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 It's a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Hashtag ploughing championships.
Goodbye, Charlie. It was good crack, lad. Yeah. Never been.
You've never been to the ploughing
Never been to the
championships.
ploughing.
What are your thoughts of the ploughing championships?
That's two things myself and Charlie have in common.
Yeah.
We've never been to the Ploughing Championships.
I never will.
I never will, unfortunately. My buddies used to go
Yeah.
to the Ploughing Championships. Yeah, they used to.
Do you want to try and give? So I suppose let me try and do this for people who don't know what the ploughing championships are, who are living abroad. It's at least 3 of them. It used to be years ago, like when it's original back in the day. Like there is actually like competition where like who can plough the best, you know, like who can do the best
You mean
furrow.
in straight lines or speed?
I suppose there are different points for different things, right?
That's amazing.
But now it's turned into this absolute massive like 3-day farm fest with like loads of fucking tractors, and I see hurley makers are up there selling hurleys, and it's a real kind of Irish cultural phenomenon now, like, you know. Like, as I said to you before the podcast started, like, I was there once, and when I was working in a past life selling cars, we had a little kind of display there, and we were just handing out brochures and trying to, I don't think we sold any cars there, like, you know. But it's always raining.
Yeah. I know my buddies used to go. They used to be delighted because they used to meet girls and shift them. And that
Was there
was
shifting going on?
there was load of shifting going in the ploughing
My old
championship.
tractor now, if I knew that.
But you were there and you apparently didn't. You were handing out flyers.
Yeah, well, I'd probably been too old at that stage to be shifting. But as a kid, like,
Yeah.
remember in school, like, anyone who was whose dad was a farmer, were all taken off to the fucking ploughing out of school, like.
Yeah.
So jealous.
Severely jealous, yeah. But I didn't get them. They used to have conversations about tractors.
Yeah.
I just,
I'd be drinking my banana milk.
yeah. Yeah, I just couldn't relate. Could you relate?
To tractors.
Yeah.
But there's a kind of, not really, like, I know a Massey Ferguson is a tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
But that's it.
what's involved in a massive, or like, what's the difference between that and, we'll say,
John Deere.
That's very, very good, yeah.
John Deere is green.
John Deere's and a Massey Ferguson is blue.
John Deere's are green. That is, yeah. I don't
Fact
know
check.
how the fuck
That's- no, we're okay.
knew that.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think
Very
that's
good.
true. But like, it's gas that you and I are like that because we live in the sticks in the countryside, and
Yeah.
we're surrounded by where we went to school. Like, nearly all our friends were involved in farming or farms of some sort,
Or at least seen a farm.
or been in a farm,
Yeah.
on a farm. You know, have you been in a farm?
I've seen Glenroe.
What do you think of Glenroe?
Yeah, Miley died.
Yeah.
It still affected me.
But he didn't die in Glenroe. No, did he die in Glenroe? He died in real life.
Did he? He's
passed now.
he was pretty old.
Yeah, Mick Lally.
Mick Lally.
Yeah, great actor.
There's no point having a
He
moment.
had an old gangly way about him. He'd just be like, "Oh Jesus Christ, buddy!" That's the way he used to act. Like, and he'd get like great parts, and he'd just do the same thing all the time. He'd just be going on like that, and I'd be like, "Jesus, is that what acting is?"
Yeah, he had a bit of an affair in a barn. That's all I remember. Yeah.
But what was her name?
Probably
Biddy
Biddy.
was his wife.
Oh, Biddy was a
Biddy was his wife.
First was, yeah.
Bridie, I want to say.
Yeah, he had an affair with a young one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I remember. They were in the hay barn.
Yeah.
And that was the big thing in the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a scandal. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
No, you guys...
bit
Well,
of
Sean
jumper.
knows, but like the lads, they probably don't know that it was a big, huge thing.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing.
And then there's the old, everyone goes, "Oh, you'd always remember you at school on Sunday when you'd hear the tune."
Oh, the tune.
Dun, da, 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 da.
No,
Da, 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 da.
It's kind of nostalgic though, isn't it?
Da, da, da.
and there was...
Da, 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 da. Yeah, it is kind of nostalgic. What time did you go to bed on a Sunday night?
Yeah, about 2 a.m.
I mean, when you were in school?
Yeah. No,
When you were in national school?
national school. Yeah, about 1 a.m.
Fuck off.
No, I'm only 9 a.m.
You go to bed at 9 a.m. You get up and go to bed, is that?
Straight away, yeah. I'll be up for an hour.
But were you allowed up late, like?
Yeah, no, like every other family.
Yeah.
We'd go to bed around 8ish, I suppose. 8
Would you be
9,
left
10.
watch Glenroe?
Yeah, we'd watch Glenroe. Yeah, it was good crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good crack.
I remember I was allowed to watch Glenroe, and then when I was in 6th class, I was allowed to stay up until after the weather forecast.
that was your treat, was it?
Yeah, I was like, the news would be on, and I'd be allowed to stay up until after the weather forecast. And then I'd be like, oh, I know what it's going to be like tomorrow. I used to love the weather forecast. For some reason, the weather forecast
It's like
was
a crystal ball, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, oh, can rain tomorrow now, fucking. And because we used to cycle over to school when I was in 4th and 5th, or 5th and 6th class, I used to cycle over to school.
From Fairville to Ballyclough National School.
Yeah, to get in to play soccer, you know, and first and goals last and goals and first everything. Remember that?
Yeah.
And,
Penalties, free kicks, the whole lot.
But I'd be there at 8:30, and Johnny Larry and about 6 or 7 young kids would be there, and we'd start the game. And as more kids would be coming in off the bus, you'd be like, you're with us, and the next thing there'd be like 16 against 16. And
When were you picked? Or were you the first couple picked, or
well, if you got in early, you were the first 2 that got in
were
were
the
the
captains?
captains.
Yeah.
And they were always the first that went last in goals and first everything. And then whoever came in second was second in goals and second everything. This is a little thing that we had in school. It was a soccer match in the morning. And then the soccer match would start at 8:30, and school would start at 9. So whatever the score was at 9 o'clock would be kept until 11 o'clock break.
the small break?
The small
Little
break.
yeah.
And then the match would reconvene for the second half, and then it would break again, and then you'd have your lunch, and then it would go back again. And you remember then they brought in the little break after lunch
It was a 10-minute
a
thing.
10-minute break.
Yeah.
So there was 4 halves or 4 quarters.
We had it so good back then.
Yeah, and then so that was it. I don't know how the fuck we got onto that, but it does bring us on very, very nicely. Oh, sorry, that concludes trending topics with Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan.
It's pretty good.
Thank you, man. You just saying that?
Yeah. No,
all right.
I thought Alicia was going to do something more professional. Or
He refuses. He said he liked my voice so much that he wants me to do this.
I'll do a translation. Not interested. Just he can't be bothered.
Kind of suspected that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to fucking have trending topics? Do you know what I mean?
That's
like,
not
does he
good.
think I'm fucking stupid?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I'm sitting here like,
Yeah.
He won't hear this anyway. So today's podcast is called The Semi-Final. It's called The Semi-Final, right? And it is about our beloved Ballyclaw. Both myself and Pete, for those of you who don't know, are from the village of Ballyclaw, a little tiny little place in North Cork, about 10 miles outside of the town of Mallow, and which is also and Mallow is like used to be the metropolis to us, but really Mallow is like culture central.
It is, yeah.
It's a real country town, like, you know.
Yeah, I remember my friends used to slag me, my Mallow buddies, from being from Ballyclaw.
Yeah.
They used to call it Ballyclaw 90210. Remember Beverly Hills 90210? Yeah, they used
Good
to.
one, good
That was a good one.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah. No, I laughed.
Well, they're out of the championship, so do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, and one of them actually is dead. Actually, used to slag me.
Way to bring it down.
No, but he's gone.
Yeah.
But
Will I say a prayer for him?
Nah,
Okay.
forget about it. You can say it tonight
Yeah.
as you're doing your thing.
I'm kind of looking for look. Give me his name. I'll think about it.
Bigger fish.
I have more important people in my life to pray for than someone that's already passed. Is that all right?
That's fine.
What about my grandparents? They're passed. I'll have to get them.
Dust, vapor.
So you're not agnostic. But go on anyway. We're from Bally. We're talking about Ballyclaw.
Yeah.
And we're big GA fans, big GA players. You played an awful lot of Gaelic football growing up and were very successful underage with Ballyclaw. And then when we had, I suppose, our winning years.
Yeah, we used to be an intermediate team, and some of us played in with senior with Evan Do. So we used to love football. Played football as much as I could. The thing about football for me, it's just like, I don't know, it gives you a sense of belonging, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there's something more to it. I think it's very, like these lads here, I know they don't love sport, but they have other groups that they're involved in.
Yeah.
I think football for me, it gives me that capacity just to, I don't know, fill a void, doesn't it?
It's a connection, like.
It's definitely a connection. I was just thinking back, like if you even go back like tens and thousands of years ago, if we weren't involved with a group, or if we just by ourselves, we wouldn't really have the capacity to survive very long.
No.
So I used to always think maybe there's something in us, that drive, that longing to belong to something.
Yeah.
And I think football, and I know it's junior B, and I know some lads be, sure, it's already junior B football, but that's not the point. Most of sport is played at a recreational level anyways, and it's not elite level. So I think this, for us, when we organise, and we get onto why we organise in a moment, this junior B, it just gives us a sense of, reconnecting and forging those kind of deep relationships. Like I've spoken to lads that this year that potentially I probably didn't speak to them maybe in a decade or more.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely way to reconnect.
I'm the exact same.
And I think it's great.
Yeah, exact same. And you were a great player. You were part of the 2004 and 2005 North Cork.
Great.
You were a great player. I'm going to give you that because you were. All right. Very, very good. Very effective.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be checking a while, lads. It's a game of opinions, I suppose. But you were very good, and we were very successful. We won multiple North Corks, and we had a smattering of brilliant players at the time. We had Colm O'Neill, who was Cork senior footballer, Paul O'Flynn, who was also Cork senior footballer. Both of those had won Sigersons as well. They were like college footballers. They were like brilliant. And we had unbelievable spine on the team. Big Jimmy O'Shea midfield, Danny Mack in centre half back, swashbuckling wing backs, and like yourself, and we were unreal. And but those days come and go, like in everything in GA, or in sport, or in life.
Yeah.
And I suppose we're 25 years on from 2005 now, aren't we? Or 2004, is it? Or is it like,
Yeah, we're 21 years ago.
21 years ago. And then last year, so we only have one team. We only have one football team in Ballyclaw, but we had a junior B team years ago. And then you had a brainwave then last year. You were like, let's fucking start up a junior B team.
Yeah, but like basically the whole idea, like I don't know, I just think when you reach a certain age, there's no place to go to play sport, because like I know we laugh and joke, but like sometimes playing sport is a big outlet for lads. It's everything in a way, you know. And once that's taken away, where do you go? You know, you like not a lot of our lads would take photography classes, you know.
No.
I mean, it's not really an option.
No.
So, and as you get older, your circle, it really diminishes.
Yeah.
It really
shrinks, yeah.
Yeah, so how can we expand that circle?
And you might see these lads at matches,
Yeah.
you know, but you might only see them at a match if we're somewhat successful, or a semi-final or a
Yeah.
final.
Yeah.
And it's very true, because like with myself, I played underage hurling and football and was successful as a minor, winning loads of stuff with the club, and I won a county hurling and a county football with the club. But I kind of pissed away my 20s, and I followed different dreams, and I'm very happy to do that, and I don't massively regret it, but you can't do everything in life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I still would have yearned to be, I would have loved, like, if I had fucking given it like 3 years or 4 years full in and full on dedication. But I wasn't mentally able to do that. I was a fucking way up to fairies. I was like trying to fucking start a band and trying to fucking...
Oh, you had a guitar phase, did you?
I had a guitar phase, yeah. I was like fucking... And then I was a business phase. I went to London and I was running pubs and shit like that. And anyway, it passed me by. And then when I came back, I got involved with the junior... I started doing junior Bs. And this is going back fucking 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
And I played a small bit at the tail end. I remember you were at a few of the games.
Yeah.
And
I remember that sweet left foot point.
thank you very much.
Yeah. You were playing with your son?
I did. I got
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
got to play with Dylan, and that was my last game actually in Ballyclaw against Shanballymore, and we drew. Set up Jimmy O'Shea for a goal.
I remember
And
you
that's it.
screaming at the umpire to throw up that flag. I still remember. Yeah.
Drop that flag, right?
Yeah. Good days. See, they're lovely memories.
Great memories, like.
Yeah.
And but that finished, and that's over a decade ago, and that finished, and I was doing a bit of managing, and I was in charge of our first team, and I was unsuccessful as a manager. We got to the final, we lost. And
We had
then
a lot of injuries that year.
We did, but look, we still lost.
Yeah.
And finals are for winning, and I remember being devastated. But we were me and Noel were getting married the following week after the junior beach or after the junior A North Cork final, and the next day Noel said, "I'm going to give you 24 hours to grieve, but you're to fucking cop yourself on. We're getting married on Saturday."
After marriage.
And I was like, and I know, do you know what? It was the best thing. And I said, perfect. And I remember that the next day going, okay, it's over now, and I'm fucking done with the GA. I'm going concentrating as a comic or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get married now, and we're going to settle down and concentrate on my career. But that was over a decade ago. And then this year, late last year, you had this idea to set it up.
Yeah.
You finagled myself and Jason into the roles. You wanted to play and Jason wanted to play.
Yeah.
So you asked me would I be the banished door because I couldn't play, and I was like fucking delighted to get involved in it because, as you said, you and I were great friends, right? But like normally we're doing podcasts,
Yeah.
or we're going to gigs.
Yeah.
We play FIFA back in the day, but it's so fucking hard now just to find, like, especially when I have kids, like it's just life is so fucking busy, like, you know.
Yeah.
I can't go to you like on a Tuesday. Do you want to come over there for 3 hours?
It just
Play
sets up
FIFA.
opportunities to remain in contact.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. The sport is the sport, and we love the sport. We love football. We love the physicality of it. And I love the opportunity to test yourself. And lads do as well, I'd imagine, because like in these modern times, you don't get the opportunity to shoulder a random or down the street, put a football in play and see where you're at.
Yeah.
Do you know, that's the thing. See, where am I? Like, we kind of know where we were 20 years ago, but how do I stand up now?
Yeah.
You know, is my body able to take this physical impact?
Yeah.
How am I against this 25-year-old?
Yeah.
You know, what version am I living right now?
Yeah.
And I think there's something like it's great to be able to assess yourself.
Yeah.
You know, real time.
Yeah.
You know, in a match environment and where there's something in stake and you're fighting for your tribe at the same time.
Yeah.
There's something magic.
There's something gorgeous about that, and I'll add to that, right? Because so we said you entered us into the Junior B3 league anyway, right? So,
but no, I have to say, no, Jason did all the admin stuff. Jason has been so good in terms of organising all that. So I asked Jason, and in fairness to Jason, he encouraged the idea. A lot of people would have said it would have been an idiotic idea. We wouldn't be able to field a team, and if we did field a team, we'd probably get hammered. You know,
that was put out there.
Oh, that was put out there, yeah. So we were kind of, you know, but
That's a little bit of that's
more fire.
That was more fun because when you were asking me about it, I remember you were over at my house. I think you might have been doing a podcast, and you were like, "Do you want to do it?" And I was like, I made a big deal about getting a photograph then, and
Of course,
like, you know,
geez, that's not like you.
And I said we'll have a bit of crack, and we entered into Junior B2, which is the lowest of the lowest grade, right? And there was a league in it.
Jeez, don't build this up too much.
Right, but it's facts. We can't go any lower. Is there a Junior C?
I think there's a Junior C.
Well,
Fremont could be there. Some
Yeah.
terrible club like them.
Oh my God, that's shade. And you're wearing the Fremont colours as well.
Are these them?
Yeah, that's the Fremont colours. Yeah.
No, but I'll burn
Yeah.
that top. Yeah.
He's going to burn that top now. You're not welcome in Fremont.
My first gig in Ireland was in Fremont.
Was in Fremont.
Machna de Ferna.
And you fucking there you are giving shit to the fucking.
They never
farmers.
asked me back.
Yeah, well, you know, why?
I was shit. Yeah. So it looks Junior B is.
So no shade on the Junior C, but Junior B really is. The Junior B2 then is 13 aside, and it's normally 15 aside. The game is normally played as a 15 aside.
Yeah, for the league campaign, innit?
And our only task, right? We set up a WhatsApp group called the Gaffers, yourself, myself, and Jason. And our only task was the one thing that we wanted for it to be successful was to be able to field a team for all the league matches and to be able to play football in the summer and field a team.
Yeah.
And that was our only thing. And we played Liscarroll in the first game in the league, and they hammered us.
Yeah. And yeah, we had 6 injuries. Was it 5 or 6?
5 injuries.
5 injuries at
All
half
in the
time.
first half.
All in the first half, and all hamstrings.
And everybody was over 40, right? You know, and we were like, "Oh my God, what
It's
have we?"
bleak.
Yeah, what have we let ourselves into? And we got hammered. We got hammered.
We got beat by, I'd say it was over 14, 15 points.
Yeah, like, and then after that, then we were kind of looking at each other, or kind of half looking at each other, and I think and then we lost our next game, and then we played Castletown Roach, and I think that we won. That was our first game we won, and we were even surprised that we won it ourselves. Like, you know, and we like one of our players scored 5-5.
Yeah,
and we were like, what? And remember the joy, the utter joy we had after that game. It was like being young. For me, it was like being young. I remember, like, I think we had like about 3 or 4 subs. We have yet to field the same team again. We've, like, all year round, every game we've played so far, we have a different team because there's bodies dropping out, there's injuries, there's lads home from America. We have this fella for a week, he'll be playing with the Junior A's next week. Oh, throw him in there, we'll use everyone. We're texting lads, like, we got lads out of retirement.
Yeah.
We've got lads that played football, like Dylan's team, a minor team. There was about 3 or 4 lads that didn't play football for 7 or 8 years, and we got them all back. And we were getting a bit of a buzz out of the recruitment, you know, and going, oh, we're getting people back. You know, Jesus, come on over here, Johnny, fucking hell, I haven't seen you in ages, how's the farm? And then, and just talk about the end of the league, then just talk about the, like, you know, after the Castletown Roach game. I think we had 3 games after that.
Yeah, well, the thing with the league, like, we finished mid-table. It was neither here nor there. We were type of, like, if you were to look at our results, they're okay. Our last game, like, we were meant to play, was against a club called Killavullen.
We got a bye.
We got a bye, so I finished it a bit anticlimax.
Yeah.
Anticlimactic in a way. And we didn't get many games at home. We literally 1 game at home, so that was a shame.
And we lost that.
And we lost that against
Butterfint.
against Butterfint, of all teams. Like.
I know.
Against Butterfint.
And that's the one game I missed. I was in the hospital that day. But it was...
But you would, like, the thing is, the buzz and the feedback from the lads, that's the thing that made it magic. You're reintroducing football back into the lads' life. That, like, some of those lads would never ever have kicked a football ever again.
Yeah.
Only for this being set up.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not only on the field, but it's in the dressing room.
Yeah.
It's the crack at the training.
Yeah.
It's the little conversations you have that you wouldn't be able to connect to otherwise.
Yeah.
You know, things that you can talk about life. You know, and we're lads, so we don't really, you know, we have no feelings. My Klaus says I have no feelings, but we can talk about the important things, maybe in between a drill, maybe in the dressing room, just maybe before we talk off. You know, a simple, how are you getting on? You know, you're introducing all those little pieces of micro, I suppose, conversations or connections.
I think what we've managed to do, right, is because we have a kind of so we had a no training rule, okay? That was the big thing, right? Like, no training, okay? We want you back, you're going to play, but you don't have to train. And that's what stops a lot of people coming back. It's this like regimented for when you're playing seriously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So people are like, oh, the boys are gas. Connie's a bit of a fucking comedian. Because I make a lot of GA content. It's going to be a bit of crack. Pete knows what he's doing. Can you explain what you've got in your credentials? Like you're like way too qualified to be involved in this fucking setup.
No, I my degree is in strength and conditioning. I'm doing a master's in performance coaching, and I'm lucky enough to have clients in who are looking to go to the Olympics, and I've worked with runners then that represented the country and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I've been,
And the Ballyclaw Junior.
And the Ballyclaw Junior B team. So,
Junior Bs.
But the thing is, I always say that, like one person's Junior B final is another person's fucking Olympic final. It doesn't matter because it's huge for you.
It's fucking. I said to you in the car
You know?
outside, finals are for winning. Like, and it's like, and for us. Every match we got through the championship. We're going to get there now. I don't want to rush ahead of it because.
But can I say you made a great point? Sometimes life gets in the way of being able to play sport. So I think and the no training rule, the lads be laughing, but it's actually really important because the training actually can be a very big barrier to lads actually participating in the sport.
Yeah.
So I think Junior B allows lads to actually take part in football, to meet up with each other, play competitive ball. So once you take that big huge barrier, because you don't know what's going on in person's life. Like we've had illness, we've had people travelling, we've had
work,
family dynamics, work. Like we don't know, so you don't want that to be a barrier. If you can remove that, and at this level, you can
remove it at this level, and it's appreciated. And then I think like the league for us was, Jesus, isn't a great crack because we were like I was consciously trying to have crack for myself as well, and also another thing that I want to say that was beautiful about it, my own son, who is one of the Dylan. Shout out to Dylan, who was supposed to be on today's podcast, but pulled out.
He wanted to relax.
He needed to rest after working. But like he hasn't kicked a ball for Ballyclaw in 5 or 6 years, and he plays soccer and he's great. He's a great soccer player.
Yeah, he's very good.
And I was like, this is such a cool thing to do with your son. And then I have Harvey, my 8-year-old autistic son, who's coming along with his American accent, handing out water to everyone. Like, you need some water? You need some water, guys? Woo! And like trying to come in, but I was doing a bit of a team talk in the dressing room, and he was coming in. Do you want to implement my strategy now, Dad? And I was like, yeah, we'll implement that there in a minute. But you know what I mean? Like it's just having, it's just bringing it together, and it's everyone has their own thing while they're there. But then when you're there, that thing kind of melts into the game, and we're here now, as you said, we're fighting for our tribe.
Yeah.
And we're not fighting to kill each other. We're using not the sliotar, we're using the football.
Yeah.
And our goal is to try and beat our next door neighbour so we can feel better about ourselves. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is, kind of like. You know?
And you know what? That's the thing. That's exactly what it is. And they're the same as us. As you get older, it's just like the wing forward I'm marking is me.
Yeah.
That's basically
He's
it.
just a version of you, like in a different jersey.
In a different jersey.
Yeah.
And we build him up. He's from a big town now, lads. Sure, he's from Mitchellstown.
Yeah.
It's not big.
Do you know what I mean?
You know?
He's living in a house with a fucking toilet like yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you still have to. That's what I've done all year in the team talks. I've been looking every single team talk in championship now, not in the.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to find a reason for us to be angry here now.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, Mitchellstown is the one I'm already thinking, big town against the small village lads. These fucking cunts coming over there now, fucking shitting down top of us.
But you look for edges.
You look for an edge.
Yeah.
It was like fucking like Glanworth. They were intermediates. They're intermediates. When we played Killavullen, they had a few junior A's playing. I was like, junior A's against junior B's. It's outrageous. We were playing LC Gales the last day. They're 2 parishes joined together. 2 parishes against 1. This is fucking outrageous. Fake. But you build. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You fucking fall into it yourself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And then you can see. I could see sometimes. When you're connecting with someone, they're like. Yeah, they're like, and then we're out there and fucking you feel a part of it, and it's just it's like intoxicating at times.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Regardless of the level, it doesn't matter because you said we're fighting together as a collective, as a group.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of collaborating together to perform the best we can. And I love that, Then we always make fun of ourselves for taking it super seriously. But the lads here, they're like, what the fuck are these lads talking about Junior B football? But that's the thing. It doesn't matter because we're fighting together. Because on the pitch, the grade is the grade. We still have to put the body on the line to make a tackle. We're still communicating with each other and still running on really tired and, in our case, really old legs. But we're still willing to break our bodies for our buddy next to us.
And our team is interesting, right? Our team has there's 3 sections of our team, right? So we've got the the lads that like I think our youngest player is 25, which is very old for. To have your youngest player 25, like, you know. But there's a group of them around in their like kind of mid to late 20s, and then there's lads, and they're lads like my young fella now, and there's one or two other lads there, maybe 3 or 4 other lads, and they've chosen different sports to put first. But they played football and hurling in the past, and they're being coaxed back. I coaxed Dylan back. I coaxed young Finn back. That's the thing with the dream of, you know, getting the band back together, like, you know.
Yeah.
And they come back anyway, and then the next group then is the 30s, and they're in their late 30s, and I had that group. Our captain now and our corner back the last day.
Yeah.
You know, I had them when they were minors, like, you know, and Joe now, the fellow who got a goal the last day, and they're on their last hurrah. They're like 34, 35. This is their last hurrah at full fitness, like, you know what I mean?
Then the body breaks.
And then we have the fucking OAPs, right? Which is you, right? And there's about 5 or 6 of them, and these are the heartbeat of it. Like, they're the lads that are fucking coming in.
We're not the legs in it.
Well, and it would be a slow enough heartbeat as well. No, it wouldn't be a fucking, you know, it would be like kind of a, you know, like we'd have to get the arteries checked, you know. But the combination of the 3, and then with the collective of the fucking match and the goal, it's whatever it is with this group anyway. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful. So I want to move on because I'm just looking at conscious of the time, right? So the league, we finished mid-table. We won 1 game. We got a bye. We lost the rest of the games. That's the reality of it. Okay? The team that won it were LC Gales, the team that hammered us in the first game. And they went on to win the league afterwards, beating Butterford in the final.
Yeah.
So the championship arrives anyway in the middle of the summer, and the championship formula is there's 3 teams in the group. 4 teams in the group. You've 3 games. If you lose a game, you're out. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that is it, yeah.
So we've...
One team goes through.
One team goes through from the group. We're in the group with Glanworth, whose first team are an intermediate team.
Yeah.
Killavullen, who I think contested the North Cork final or won the North Cork final 2 years ago, Junior A.
Yeah.
And won the North Cork hurling the year before, and got
to the county final.
And got to the county final, and they'd be very good. I'm living in the parish.
Yeah.
They're a great club. And then LC Gales, who had hammered us already and won the league. So we're definitely the underdogs here. And our first 2 games are scheduled 1 day apart. So we're playing on a Wednesday, we have the Thursday off, and then we're playing on the Friday. They expect our geriatric fucking...
That's the name of our
WhatsApp group for the players, Geriatric 3 GAA, for lads to fucking be able to field a 13 aside against Glanworth, win, and then play Killavullen the following week. 2 days later.
Yeah, it was 2. Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck, right? So we turn up for the very first game against Glanworth, but we're quietly confident because we've had all these lads throughout the league, and we didn't really lose anyone. We lost 1 or 2 for the first team, and we gained 1 or 2. But we're quietly confident that we're going to get at least 1 win. Talk about the Glanworth game.
Well, initially, bear in mind, we played the league campaign. It was 13 aside. So 5 minutes before the game, we were notified by the referee, lads, it's not 13 aside, championship is 15. So our team selection, which we made up for 30 lads, obviously. Yeah. So we had to adapt on the fly.
On the fly, we had to put in another corner back and another corner forward.
Yeah.
We'd been playing 13 aside all the time.
Yeah.
And now we have to play 15 aside. And our bench is depleted then as well. We're like, fuck's sake, we've no options. And their hamstrings are very weak with these lads. Like, do you know what I mean?
I think Glanworth started really strong. I think they're up maybe 6 points at one stage, 6 points.
They were up 8 points.
Were they up 8 points?
They were up 8 points, and I went over to you and I said, "Will we cancel that fucking?"
Our hotel fucking booked for Dublin. We had a running joke that we're going to get to the All Ireland Club final, and we have our hotel tickets booked for a Bycrow Park.
Bycrow Park for the thing. So that was the joke, but. Then we had a little passage of play right before half time, about 6 minutes or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And they were up 8 points.
Yeah.
And then we scored 2-2.
Yeah. Made all the difference.
In that little 7 minutes.
Yeah. And they were now you like Con said, they're a good intermediate club.
Yeah.
They were fast, they were lively. It was a hot summer's day, which probably didn't suit us.
No.
So they were light and mobile.
Yeah.
So we really struggled. But it just shows our players, and again, we have heart. And that's what we have.
You came on.
I came. No, I didn't.
So so just for context, The reason you wanted to get this going was for this, but you also wanted to play and you weren't able to train. You have a busy life. And Jason is the same. He wanted to play as well. And Jason started, and I think you came on for Jason, came on for 20 minutes. So you got to play in championship.
Got to play in championship.
Do you know what I mean? Like in the summer, on a hot summer's day.
Happy out.
In your 40s. And Jason got to play in championship.
No, I have to say, I offered nothing that day. Absolutely nothing. But it was brilliant. It was brilliant to be involved. But yeah, for us to turn them over, you know, for me, that 6 point or that 8 points that we scored just towards the tail end of the first half, it just kind of summarised, you know,
the
fight in us, and our capacity, I suppose, so just to recover from. But a lot of teams and previous reincarnations of Ballycloud, we would have collapsed, you know. But whatever it is in this team, our makeup, we have really strong characters. I can name a few. We got Limo, we have Dan, we have Jay that's been around, we have Barry, we have Smitty.
Tom Sheehan.
Tom Sheehan is outside, and Tom Sheehan, who's played Cork Masters this year, like phenomenal. Like he's been
the model,
old campaigner. He's about 104 now.
I'd say he's 104 at least.
At least 104. We could mention them all, really. You know, there's just names that pop into my head now, but like they're all just fucking fighters, and and
for some fucking don't know why or don't know how. But we ended up winning by a point. Yeah, 1 point.
Solitary point.
The fucking buzz from that match was better than any line of cocaine I took in my 20s. I'm telling you that now. If you blew a straw full of cocaine up my hole, I wouldn't have got the buzz that I got from that game. I didn't play a minute of it. Harvey, the ref was giving me shit. He was giving my young fella shit.
He was giving out to Harvey.
He was giving out to Harvey. Fucking hell. Fucking put it into my veins. I was like, it was unreal. My wife was there. My other kid was there. My son was playing, and it was just. And I remember the three of us. We were on the WhatsApp group. Like we have a WhatsApp group called Gaffers, and I swear to God, I'd say there's about fucking 3 or 4 days worth of fucking voice notes in it. Not to mention the texting that goes on. And then the next thing then is we had the quick turnaround. We had to play Killavullen 2 days later in championship. And here's the kicker, right? Killavullen hadn't played any junior A match, so they could use their junior A players.
Yeah, they could use a chunk of it. So essentially
that hadn't been named.
So they didn't burn any players.
They didn't burn any players.
Yeah, so usually what happens, a junior A game goes on before the junior B game, just for that very reason, because it makes everything even once you play the junior B clubs meet each other. So essentially Kilvullen probably had 6 or 7 of their key starters, junior A starters, playing against us.
Did they have that man? I thought it was about 5 now, but like they maybe they had 6 or 7. I don't know.
I don't know.
They were laden anyway with great footballers.
Even if they had 5, it's still a third of their team.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's still a chunk of their team. So I might be doing a bit of disservice. Maybe it was 5.
Yeah,
but so we were probably up against it, and they were like, even to look at them now, lads, they were very athletic. They were bursting out the jerseys. They were, they were good and athletic, like.
And I'll tell you, I was never more angry before a game.
Yeah,
I was like, we're talking about edges, right? I was just so fucking annoyed that we were playing 2 days later. I just felt that we were wronged, and I bought into it so much that I started to fucking really believe it myself. Do you know what I mean? I was tweeting about it. I made a video, threw it up on TikTok.
Did you get in trouble with that tweet?
I got in trouble with the tweet, and I got in trouble. And then, see, the thing is, right, because I'd been doing that, then it kind of let our guard down a small bit. Like, people were like, oh, sure, these boys they're fucking. No, we were struggling for players, but we had the core of the lads. And I think, for me anyway, right, we'll talk about the last game in a minute, but for me, that Killavullen game was one of the greatest games I was ever involved in my life. Yeah. It was, now we're talking about junior B2 football here, lads. The standard, like, isn't inter-county. It's like,
it was quite good that day.
But it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was good that day.
And our boys, they fucking, Jesus, whatever came in front of them, they just rode it. And the same thing happened to us. We got way behind again at the start.
Yeah.
They went into about 5 or 6 points of it.
They kicked 2 2-pointers maybe at the beginning.
Yeah.
So they were well up on us, and probably tacked on a couple more points.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 definitely. And like, we were, 2 of us were on the line. We made the same joke again. Will we cancel the hotel?
Yeah, we're not very original.
But it wasn't very original. But sometimes repetition is good in comedy, though. Like, you know what I mean? If you keep saying like 085 7465 455.
Classic.
Do you know? And we fucking fingernailed our way back into the fucking game, and then half time we got them in together. And I remember talking about heart and about us being just this is us, like there's no one else, this is our panel, like the first team have their players, like none of us are going to be in, so like that other team over there, they're going to be playing first team, they're junior A, we're junior B, we need a junior A performance. And fucking hell, man, the second half was just... Man, I'm fucking finding it hard to even describe how fucking beautiful I felt. Like, it was just amazing. I live in Killavullen as well, so I had a little bit of, I suppose, a bit of pride at stake as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm a GA content creator, a comedian, and all that racket. And like, I live in the village, and I didn't want us to be I didn't want to be embarrassed, but with a heavy defeat or anything like that. So for the lads to just do that on the day, and you and I were on the line and fucking...
You actually brought me on 20 minutes ago. God bless you.
Yeah, well, you came on for Jason, and you had the exact opposite of a game that you had against Glanworth.
I got into a bit of ball.
You got onto a lot of ball, and we were very, very vital to the swing of things. And with the last 2 minutes, we were up 2 points. We turned it around to 2 points. And it was wave after wave after wave of attack by Killavullen. And we just fucking held them out, and they had a couple of chances for 2-pointers.
I still remember I was turned over. I had the ball by myself, and I was dilly-dallying in it, and I got 2 belts of a shoulder, and they got the ball. I remember my heart was in my... If I caused the defeat, oh my God, I've never been so nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean...
What was it like? Okay, I can only talk about, from my perspective, standing on the line, being involved.
It was like being young again. It was like 20 years ago, my legs worked. I felt everything was on. I felt I was dispossessed. It was terrible, lads. If you see, it was terrible.
I know you were very good in that game. That incident.
That was terrible. Yeah. But my legs felt. Oh my God. If no, the lads back home, maybe people that play sport will relate. Over the last couple of months, I do get dreams of when I was playing back in the day, when I was young, when I didn't have to worry about knees, when my lungs were perfect, I could run all day. So, like, from time to time, even after the last day's game now, when the lads are celebrating and they're playing, because nothing beats playing. So, I just think back, oh man, I wish I could play. But anyways, in that moment when I was playing, everything just clicked. It was like, my body works. I'm getting belts, I'm getting hits, I'm squaring up to people. I'm able to solo freely, not very fast anymore, but still
fast enough, man.
Still freely, and still being able to express myself. It was magic. It was like the whole amount of texting and trying to grab players into the group and all the administrative stuff that could be a little bit boring sometimes.
Tedious, yeah.
Tedious stuff. Like it was all worth it for those 20 minutes. I've just been passed to Tom. We mentioned Tom Shea, my buddy that I've known since we were 5, so on the same field. I was going to say I actually went on for poor Jason, so I went on for poor Jay, but I'd love to play a championship game with him again.
Yes.
Yeah. But even to be involved with Jack O'Shea. Jack O'Shea, I remember, like, Jack was the mascot for one of our games. There's a picture of myself and Jack in a team photo, and my hand is on Jack's shoulder, and Jack is only like 5 or 6 at the time.
So this is back.
This is years ago. This was probably
maybe 2006, 2007, maybe a North Cork final, 2008.
I was looking forward to it. There's a team photo right before a final, and I'm kneeling down, and my hand is on Jack's shoulder, and Jack is already a mascot, and I was playing with his dad then, Jimmy. Yeah, so it's gone full circle. Now Jack is passing me the ball, and I'm passing the ball to Jack. Yeah, and Jack is obviously running. He's phenomenal. Like, so even that moment, it was brilliant.
We were very lucky in that match because the junior A's had played maybe 2 weeks beforehand or a week beforehand, and Jimmy and Mick were on holidays with their kids.
Yeah.
So we had Connor and Jack for those 2 games.
Yeah.
And they are young now. They were like maybe early 20s, I'd say.
Yeah.
And they had one thing that we don't have and we still don't have, which is like pace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they helped us massively in those games. But it was great for them as well.
Yeah.
Great for them to be fucking playing with warriors like yourself and the model and Tom Shane.
And Smitty, phenomenal.
Fucking hell, Smitty was like when we were winning North Corks with Colm O'Neill kicking points for Frun, like, if we didn't have him, like, Smitty would have been the main man, like, for years.
Smitty's like the Messi, Ronaldo of Junior B.
Yeah, lads, he's unreal.
Yeah.
This podcast is not going out until after we play the North Cork final, because otherwise they'll be like, who's this Smitty guy? Mitchelstown will be listening to this now. They'll be fucking listening.
Yeah. Actually, we got a delayed
So
release.
it goes out after the North Cork final, okay? Which we were going to find out about soon. But anyway, we ended up with that in that match beating Killavullen, holding on 2 points. The euphoria in the dressing room, lads, because we had won against Glanworth. We weren't even expected to win any of these games.
Yeah.
We'd now won 2 fucking games, right? And the euphoria in the dressing room, it was unreal. People were fucking jumping around the place. Everyone was having showers, fucking cocks flying around the place, fucking link spray, fucking. Where are we going? We all went to Ballyclaw. We all went out to Ballyclaw. The whole team went out to Ballyclaw, and we had a couple of pints out in Ballyclaw. And then we went into Mallow, and you went home, and myself and Danny, my childhood friend, who really wants to be a part of this project, but fucking keeps getting injured. Hopefully now we'll keep going and he'll get a few minutes on. He was there, and Jason and myself, and we were supping pints and Junior B dreams and what ifs and what ifs and maybe and who's back and who's from America and this fella's out and that. And it was just, again, for us, like, it was just, we were like, oh, this is dreamland. This is, how the fuck? So then it brings us up nicely to the next game, which was the LC Gales game, the league champions who'd hammered us in the very first league match where we had 5 fucking injuries. And here we are now playing the Kingpins. And we were like, what are we going to do? And we got decimated then. We had like texts coming in going, our full back said, oh, I won't be there, going on holiday, or I'm working. And then our full forward had to go, was coming along, coming. And then 2 hours before, actually not going to make it. So we were down our full back, we were down our full forward. I'd say we were down a few more as well. I can't think now off the fly.
But if you look at the bench, so it's 15 aside. We had
with 4 subs, and 3 of those subs had played no championship minutes yet.
Yeah.
And one of them was just back. We literally had very limited options.
Yeah, he had surgery in his calves.
Yeah.
So
so
he wasn't probably in the best condition to play.
No. And the other 3, with the greatest amount of respect, like, I know for a fact one of them didn't play since under 12.
Yeah.
Right. This is and like, he's the same age as Dylan, so that's like fucking 15 years ago. And the other fella, I'm not sure if he ever played.
Yeah.
And the other guy then is a soccer player.
Yeah.
You know? And they're fucking there, and they're part of it. And I was like, I'm fucking my own head, because see, at the end of the day, I'm the banished door, so like, I have to, if we lose, they'll come to me. I'm the dickhead.
I would shift the blame towards you.
Straight to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at these lads who are turning up week in, week out. Well, not week in, week out, because we don't train. But they're at all the league matches, like, you know, Dan, I'm going to use Dan as an example. So Dan has been at every single league match. We had 1 training session then. We had the training session before this LC Gales match, because it was effectively a North Cork semi-final.
Yeah, pretty much.
We broke our no training rule to go meet in training, and we trained, and Dan was at that, and we had about 12 or 14 lads at that 3 or 4 days before it. And we didn't have the options, and we were like, in every single game, we were like, how in the name of fucking God are we going to win this game? Like, how are we going to win this game? So this podcast is going on a little bit now, but I want to finish it because it's gripping for us, right? I want to talk about...
I think it might be just for us, but we love it.
Yeah. But I think anyone who knows anything about GA will understand what we're talking about here.
It
right?
is sport, yeah.
Well, I think GA as well. I think it's different, man. It's because every other sport out there, like if you look at soccer, there's a way you can make money as a soccer player. You can, this is really primal tribal shit. Ballyclaw were playing LC Gales. LC Gales, LC stands for Liscarroll Churchtown, 2 parishes joined together, playing against our small, little, tiny, humble, poor old parish. How are we
Sure, it's David against Goliath.
David against Goliath, do you know what I mean? And as you said, the wing forward is you, and you're there, like, we're all the same, you know?
Yeah.
And here we are from a fucking team that, as you said, we were kind of said, we won't even field. We won't even field the team. You won't even field. What are you doing this for? This is a waste. Here we are, 60 minutes away from a North Cork final, which is fucking huge in our world.
Yeah, in our world it's massive.
It's fucking
it's
huge.
massive, yeah.
And against now we're up against the league champions, right? And
these are the kingpins of...
The kingpins. And we're after losing our full back and our full forward. And we've got injuries. you played 20 minutes in the last game and played great. You just told how fantastic it was. You ruled yourself out for playing in this game because you were having trouble.
Paul McGrath, unfortunately.
Paul McGrath. So we're missing you as well, like a kind of impact sub. And the other fella, Stephen, young Finn, who...
fantastic rugby player.
Nursing an injury, we're missing him. We're missing all our impacts. We have no impact subs. We've got 3 lads that haven't played any championship match or very little league match, and a fella coming back from, who's in his 40s as well, by the way, who had surgery on his calves. And we have to try and fucking figure out how we're going to beat these cunts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's lucky he survived. No mind.
Yeah.
Fucking play football.
Like, can you talk about the morning of the match? How were you feeling in the build-up to the match? So the match was on Sunday at 6 o'clock in Glantan. As we record this, it's Tuesday evening. All right. How did you feel on the Sunday morning when you woke up?
To be fair, no, we always have mini task though in the group, myself, yourself and Jay. So to be fair, you hunted down that full back, Liam, sure it was Liam, the way to call the name, so he knows who he is. And he initially, due to whatever reasons, he couldn't make it, but like you gave him a message, he responded positively. So me knowing that he was going to play, for me, was a huge thing. Because like he gives us that oomph, that physical fucking impact in the full back line. He plays just right on the line.
Right,
he plays with a
edge.
huge amount of mischief, aggression. And in fairness, he crosses the line, but he does it in such a beautiful way that you'll describe a little bit later. That he's so clever with it. Even in my prime, I would hate to be on Nemo because he would make you work for everything and he would challenge your bravery at every given opportunity. So I think, so to have him back,
and his brother was the full back.
Actually, that's a good point. And to be missing Dave, his brother,
and he couldn't get out of it. In fairness, to him.
Yeah, Dave was out of the country.
Out of the country at work.
Yeah, so to have Limo in there for me was a huge thing because I think he just gives us that pure just force back there. He's a tour de force back there. So I was feeling more confident. And then we got unfortunately a lead in later on in the day. We got a text from the full forward who couldn't go due to work reasons, which is fair enough. These things happen, and that's life. That's what we were talking about.
And that's the junior B thing as well.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, if you can come, you can come. If you can't, you can't. There's no pressure. Where the bodies that arrive are the bodies that are going to war.
Yeah. So I think I was still feeling. I looked at our 15. I was feeling confident. I know the lads didn't play a whole pile on the bench, but if I were them, though, I'd be feeling very excited that they could play a role in championship, helter skelter. And as it worked out, they did. So I was actually feeling okay. I was feeling confident. We were against a really good, strong team that absolutely hammered us in the league. But after the 2 previous championship games, I just think there was a bit of magic in us. There was a bit of belief. The vibe was great. The training session beforehand, like Sean Smith went to training. Like if you guys knew Sean Smith, he never trained. Even in Sean's pomp,
he was kind of like the Ronaldinho without the party lifestyle. Like just kind of like kind of did what, just was kind of an ethereal Kieran MacDonald kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on and kick 210 from play.
And then we wouldn't see him.
Yeah.
Like he'd be gone. He's
like an enigma.
Yeah, he could be somewhere in Africa.
The fact that he's playing with us is like just like it really, it gives us hope every time we go out.
Yeah. And for him to go training,
we couldn't believe it when he put the thumbs up into the WhatsApp group. We were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought something was wrong with WhatsApp.
He must have pressed that wrong.
Yeah. I was just going to confirm with him actually. But
I think it was a testament to the spirit from everything, because he's been there from the start, and the core group are there, and they knew that this is a semi-final.
But it's buy-in.
And they bought in at that stage.
They buy in, and when people buy in, you do amazing stuff.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, we're not improving fitness because we're not training.
No.
So what are we improving? We're improving our team spirit, our resilience, our capacity to actually to be strong mentally when the chips are down. And we've proven it in the 2 previous games.
Yeah. And I think as well, that we have, we've given them some sort like there's just 2 things. It's like we protect the D and we attack at pace. Protect the D and attack at pace. Protect the D and attack at pace. So they're the 2 core fundamental things that so everybody knows what they're doing. We're just fucking not leaving anyone into the D. We're letting them kick it from outside if we can.
Yeah.
And we're not conceding goals. We don't concede goals, and we're aggressive. And then when we have it, we're all going together. Total football vibes. Up the fucking field. Sean Curtin up fucking from corner back, catching onto a ball.
Yeah.
And once that breakdown, we'll run back. Come on, get back. And it's like, it's fucking basic.
Yeah.
But sometimes the fucking all you need is the basic instructions. Like.
We can do basic because we have the hitters back. Even look at Conor Healy, a fucking another tough, strong lad back there, and just a warrior. So we have warriors that hit, that belt, that break ball, that fight for each other. And because in Junior B, we forget about all the, the simple messaging.
There's no S&C in Junior B.
There's no S&C. I mean, I imagine you couldn't implement it because it's not fair. Because at the start of the year,
Southern Comfort maybe like that's the only S&C that they have.
But see that's it. So you have people who will die for you, and at the end of the day, if you have people who will die for you, then that covers a lot of cracks at this level.
Yeah,
because everybody's kind of
they bought into it, but they wouldn't die. See, this is the thing. This is what I love, right? This is what I fucking love, right? So when we went out against Liscarroll in the league, nobody would have died for anyone that day. Yeah. Everyone was there for their own selfish reasons. They wanted to go back playing football, or they wanted, whatever. And then as it transitioned over and over, and there was kind of a cohort of about 10 lads, I'd say, that were there all the time. And then we were farming in lads and getting lads back from before they could play with the first team, or lads back from America. And we'd have a lad for a game, and then he'd be gone again. But as it got to this stage, right, before this Liscarroll game, we ended up having a kind of a core of about, I would say, 12 to 14, maybe even 15, maybe even 16 who are there, and they all have the same attitude.
Yeah.
We're here now. We're going to enjoy it. And I said that, I said, well, let's enjoy this. Let's fucking love where we are. Let's breathe it in. Let's fucking be thankful for where we are. But let's go out and fucking die with our boots on out here. And fucking leave nothing out there and come back. And if we have, like I said at halftime, I said that we were losing by 4 points against Liscarroll at halftime, and I was like, is it over? So is it over? Like, or are we going to have one? And like, not that words make any difference, but like you could just tell that it wasn't over. Like,
I disagree. I think words have a massive impact.
Yeah,
they have a massive impact. Yeah, you turn a switch on a person. It can make them remember why they're there as well.
Yeah,
I think that's very important, because sometimes in the course of a game you might have a tendency of just going, okay, that's enough. But then you hear the words, I'm here for this reason.
Yeah.
And this I remember why.
Yeah.
And then, that ekes into your performance. And
you just break it down into minutes as well, then, Pete. Like, you're like, lads, you've got a half an hour. Well, how many more hours are left for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
And you've got a half an hour here to fucking give it. And if you give it everything, you come off, you'll be disappointed, you'll be pissed off.
But you gave it everything.
But you gave it everything.
But you hit the nail on the head as well. I think you said it to the lads, like, I mean, some of them may never play again.
Never play again.
You might pick up an injury when you're older. Work commitments might pop up. Like, this could be their last hurrah, their last time playing with these guys with them. And it's Junior B, but it doesn't matter. We're not trying to overstate the whatever Junior B is.
It's a World Cup year for us. Like,
it's a World Cup year for us. So it's just so magic. And how long do you want this magic to last for?
And it's up to you. You've got the wand.
It's your call.
Yeah.
It's all the little things that can make all the difference. It's all the micro decisions. It's, will I track back? Will I make this 5-yard acceleration even though I'm fucked? Can I do that for my teammate?
Yeah.
And if you listen to somebody like you that's saying the right things at the right time, then you'd be more inclined to make that 5-yard burst, even if your body's screaming in pain.
Yeah.
And that could make all the difference.
Make all the difference. So the game. So the game is set in Glantan, set for 6 o'clock. Our crack all year is we're going to come now. If we were over a proper team, we would be there an hour before. We'd have insisted all the team would be there an hour before, and you'd be into the dressing room. We'd be pitching out our fucking setup.
There'd be nutrition.
There'd be like people getting rubs and straps, and But with the Junior B, we were like, okay, half an hour. Be there half an hour before the game. That's grand. Half an hour is grand. Throw off the gear. We'll go out. We'll do a warm up. We'll go play a game. All right. And we all agreed that let's not fuck with anything now. Or if this is what we've done.
The system's a system.
The system's a system. So we said we'd do the same thing. So we got there a half an hour. LC Gales are there at the same time as us. We're out doing our warm-ups. 6 o'clock is throw-in. We're both looking at the watch. No ref. No fucking ref. Where the fuck is the ref? Do you know? So I'm going out to the gate asking the officials where the ref is. They have no idea. North Cork board has rang. It turns out the ref didn't know the game was on at all. It wasn't his fault at all. Do you know what I mean? So the ref has to fly in from Mallow. Fucking, we go back into the dressing room. All the preparation has gone fucking left, right, and centre now. I think you had to warm them up 3 times, right? And then finally the ref comes. We come back out, and I cannot explain the weather that was in Kilshannig Glantan last Sunday, we had all the seasons. We had a gale force wind, we had torrential rain, we had sun splitting the stones, we had fucking, perfect conditions, moderate conditions, horrendous conditions, all in the space of 60 minutes. 5 minutes like this, 7 minutes like that, 11 minutes of this. It was fucking mental. And the ball was fucked up into the air anyway. And you and I were on the line. And we were just like, okay, what the fuck is going to happen here? Like, do you know?
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's out of our hands in a way.
Yeah.
Do you know, we can make decisions on the line.
Make changes and whatnot, but
it's the players, so they do all the work.
Exactly.
Do you know?
I think managers and selectors, it's a lot of it is administration and putting things in process and trying to encourage and motivate. But once the game starts, you're not going, well, now Connie did say something there about fucking a grain of rice and fucking...
An inspirational poem, yeah.
What was that again? You're not going to, you're present, and it was a ding-dong battle.
Yeah. And again, at the start of the game, we actually had a good enough start. I think we had 1 or 2 goal opportunities.
They went up, so we had a goal opportunity very early,
Yeah.
right? And then they went up and they kicked a 2-pointer.
Yeah.
And then we won a penalty. And we scored the penalty, and then we got a goal straight away after that.
Yeah.
And it was that was our scoring. We got 2 goals, but then they took off.
They took over. No, they did have the wind.
They had the wind.
They kicked a couple of 2-pointers. And in fairness, what I will say about them, they're big, strong, aggressive, physical. So they were a good.
I'd admired them.
A good tidy team, and that's a nice bunch of lads. Actually,
Lovely bunch of lads.
They played in a lovely spirit.
Yeah.
It was physical, but it was perfect. There was
on the edge, but on the right side of the edge.
Yeah.
And they had played a junior match a couple of days before. I think they lost a couple of their squad as well. So which is a fucking terrible thing, that they have to contend with. But we're contending with it all year round.
Yeah, exactly. It happened to us. So
it happened to us, and we had, as I said, like 3 subs who had never played football in championship. So we all have to fucking roll with the punches. But they kicked some beautiful 2-pointers.
Yeah, I think they kicked 3 2-pointers in the first half.
I think they kicked 3, definitely 3. And they went in when we went in at half time, they were winning by 4 points.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's when you have your 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's when you say the things that you need to say. So you're refocusing the lads. So you're saying the right things at the right time. And I approach certain players, and some players, they don't need to be approached.
Yeah.
You have to use your man management skills, as you know.
And we're lucky as well. We have a lot of leaders in the group. The model did a bit of talking in the huddle at the start. At halftime, the Hoover was doing a bit of fucking talking. These are all nicknames now. He was doing a bit of talking. So different voices, and then I came in at the end and I said my piece, and I won't lie, I'm always looking for edges. For me, I can't play, right? But I love it. And I want to win. At this stage, I definitely want to win. And I'm like, what can I do? What do I enjoy? And I love it so much. And I really want, and I love finding something to talk about to make us angry, And I love those little things. And it was the 2 parishes against the 1 parish, because when I was growing up, I played against Liscarroll and I played against Churchtown, but I never played against Elsie Gales. But they're both parishes the same as ours. And that's endemic across Ireland now, where parishes have to join up because of things. And that was the little thing. Sure, so it makes no fucking difference. It makes no difference. They had to join up. Of course they had to join up. Or else there'd be no fucking hurling football over there.
We wouldn't have played against them.
But with fucking 30 minutes to go, it was a big fucking problem for me that that we're playing 2 parishes, And I don't know, as you said, some people, it goes in this year, out this year, over the head.
Yeah.
But refocusing back, that's where I started with, and then refocusing with the defend the D, attack a place, we have the wind. And then we go back out, and the ball is fucked up into the air again.
And Churchtown scored the opening point.
To put them 5 points ahead.
So that was a good team talk.
Yeah, so yeah. And then I think what happened then, and I showed you the video because I got no else to think, they were up 5 points and the conditions were summary at the start of the second half.
Yeah.
And then whatever fucking, thank you God for sorting out the weather for us in the second half, we got, it was torrential rain and a gale force wind. And they were coming up after going up 5 points, and they were breaking it, just about to pass the ball in to the corner forward who would have been one-on-one with our goalkeeper. And the model, who had played on the first team 21 years ago, and was the captain on that team.
And he was 26.
And he was 26
Then.
back then. So do the maths.
He's
47.
fucking ancient. 47.
47 years old, intercepts it, catches it, breaks it, and we go down and we win a free, and it's a 2-pointer, and we take and he gets a 2-pointer.
That's a huge moment.
Huge moment.
Yeah.
And I just think from that then, I fucking was like, we're going to win this.
Yeah.
We're going to win this, like.
And it's a football, and it's all about momentum, isn't it?
And we gathered the momentum from there on in, and we kicked about 2 or 3 2-pointers.
Yeah, Joe scored an excellent 2-pointer. Sean Smith, as we mentioned, that we can mention his name now because
it's over. Brian O'Neill got a lovely point.
Yeah.
And then Ronan Buckley, we got a penalty in the first half. He won the penalty, got fouled, and he set up our goal in the first half.
Yeah.
And then he got 1-on-1 far corner, and he just a lovely little strike on the instep into the top corner. I was like, what?
That was a beautiful goal.
What a goal.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking hell. And I remember, like, the crowd behind us then were inside in the shed. There's a little stadium there. And because it was pissing rain, everybody was inside there. So there was a fucking bubbling atmosphere. And there was roaring and shouting. And, oh, my God, fucking hell. Like, my nipples are getting hard talking about it. Like, it was unfucking believable. And somehow we managed to be a point up going into the last, we'll say 60 to 90 seconds. And in those 90 seconds,
Fighting for our lives.
they had 3 opportunities. They get a 2-pointer, and that time our season is over.
Yeah, finished.
We have to win or draw. And the boys, all done by the boys.
To be fair to your wife, she threw up a clip of the last, was 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and us defending, fighting, dying, find the extra strength in the body just to get over to the next man.
Yeah.
It was brilliant to watch. Even to see the work rate in their face,
Yeah.
and
they're jaded, tired.
Yeah.
Like Jason's running back there, like, and Jason, like, all year round, Jason's coming off at 40 and you're coming on at 20.
Yeah.
And he had to hold on. And here's the thing, right? We got to bring on Dan O'Keefe.
Yeah.
We got to bring on Bob O'Riordan.
Yeah.
We got to bring on Tommy McAuliffe. We got to bring on those boys. You said it was a brave decision. I thought there wasn't much of a decision when Jojo came off with his hamstring. We had to bring on some fella.
Yeah.
But those boys who'd been fucking with us all year round got to experience a championship win on the field of play for 5 or 6 minutes or forever how long they came on. We had no choice. We had to bring them on. I was so fucking delighted about that. For me, bringing Dan on in particular, who goes to all the matches, like, and he'd be like, he's such a lovely character, like, you know, like earnest, genuine. He embodies what the group is. He's there all the time.
But he's why the whole thing is set up.
And he's why the whole thing is set
for
up.
those reasons.
Yeah.
100% for those reasons. The winning is great and it's brilliant and it keeps the dream alive.
Yeah.
But it's all those little things within the games.
It builds the culture of the club then as well. Like,
exactly, yeah. And
you know?
and the culture is what it's all about. And hopefully it's long lasting.
Yeah.
And these things become standard.
Yeah.
And then it becomes more. And then we're forgotten about. And then the next person takes over.
Exactly.
And then other people have opportunities to play.
Yeah.
So, you know,
and it encourages and it's just like, even like just from a holistic fucking thing for men, you know, in Ireland, as you say, you know, when sport is over, it's very hard for men.
Where do you go?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel blessed. I'm in an environment that I'm out, you know, meeting peers all the time, and I'm in comedy clubs. I feel like I feel I never kind of stopped going out from when I was young, because I'm always going to gigs and stuff, you know. But there's lads there that are, you know, they're working on farms all day long, and they're like going home to their wives and kids, and they might work 12 hours and then they come home, they have their dinner, they're falling asleep on the thing, you know, they might have a few pints at the weekend. Life, not that that's meaningless, but it's just busy, like, but gives you something else, you know.
Yeah, it's just social connection.
And
man. Just but you'd be surprised, because sometimes you get isolated without realising.
Yeah.
And we don't remember how much good it feels to make contact with another person.
Yeah.
And to express yourself, even if it's a physical expression of giving a look to a person when they make a tackle.
Yeah.
Sure, it's most of the communication is non-verbal anyways.
Yeah.
And just to get, I'm fighting for you, you're fighting for me, well done.
Yeah.
Do you know,
we're in this together.
It's a simple little thing.
Yeah.
Words don't need to be said.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's funny in the GA culture, you know, it's a bit macho, it's a bit, you know, that's the way we're made. It's becoming better now.
It is.
It's becoming better, but it still has that element.
It's definitely Junior B. For me, it's a throwback to what it used to be like years ago. Like, you know, before it got very, very serious.
Yeah.
And there's something really gorgeous about it. Like, there's something really gorgeous about it. Anyway, we win the game against LC Gales, the North Cork semi-final. We have somehow managed to win all 3 of our championship matches. We weren't expected to win one of them after finishing mid-table. And we find ourselves now, 2 days after, just talking about it, in a North Cork final. We're playing Mitchelstown probably within the next 2 weeks. And
yeah, don't worry about it. We'll make another podcast about it.
yeah, we will. We'll make another podcast about that. But we're going to go away from this epic podcast. Jesus, an hour and a half nearly.
Yeah, but they were loving it.
Yeah.
They were loving it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to try and win that now. And if we don't, it doesn't matter because it's been unfucking believable.
And we'll find a different club.
And we'll find a different club next year.
Somebody will pay up.
Yeah. Cash money. Yeah. Expenses. Yeah. So listen, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the podcast. That's the end of today's podcast. Listen to the Patreon. We've got a link in the description. Follow Fearless Digital Network on Instagram. Follow myself, Cornelius the Comic, on Instagram. Follow the Supernatural Brothers on Instagram. Like, subscribe, comment. It all helps. It all helps get the podcast out there. We want this podcast to go all over the globe. Like, subscribe, do all that kind of smashing buttons shit. And we'll be back and we'll let you know how we get on the final against Mitchelstown, who are a big, massive town, against our small, little, tiny little...
They shouldn't even be playing.
Like, I mean, it's not fair. It's not fucking fair as far as I'm concerned. Staying by the wall.